I do not encourage nor condone any of the actions performed or products shown in this video. All of the videos are produced in a safe and controlled environment. Do not attempt to replicate any of the actions performed during this video. Hello beautiful people from the internet, it is Connie over here. Welcome back to another video and welcome back to another session of smoking in my room at night. Well, today it was just one of those days, man, where everything that could has gone wrong. Every single little thing, you know. Luckily nothing major went wrong, but just those little things that get at you, you know. I mean, even before recording this video, I was pouring myself a glass of red wine and I basically banged my arm against the wall that had been there for 25 years of my life, and today of all days it seems that I just didn't see it. And so I have a glass of red wine. I have victim number 1 and number 2. And I say victim because you can see the state of them, it's not very nice. And I'm just going to have a smoke. I don't have anything planned for today. I just want to talk about what's on my mind and hopefully bring you some comfort through the ambience and just whatever topics we end up finding ourselves in, you know, the sounds of the outside world. It's been a gloomy day turned into a gloomy night, and so let's enjoy it. I've actually been putting a lot of pressure on myself to prepare the videos, you know, have an idea, have a topic that I want to talk about, or at least have a concept of what I'm going to do. And I'm not doing what I used to do when I started my channel as much, which was just going to my car and recording a random video about a random topic that, you know, came up to mind. And although I really love the direction that I've been taking the videos lately, I feel like I just have been putting a little bit more pressure on myself than it needs to be put, you know. And at the end of the day, I just want to make something that makes you guys feel comforted. So what I thought today is what would make me feel comforted if I watched it on YouTube, and I instantly remembered this video by Francis Ray that is called A Video to Comfort You When You're Too High, or A Video to Watch When You're Too High, something like that. Just a nice cozy video of de-escalating the mind of a person who has gotten too high on substances, you know. And I go back to that video so many times because it just makes me feel very calm. I think that the night ambience really gives a sense of calmness that, as beautiful of a place as you are during daytime, it doesn't feel the same somehow. I really love going to a busy street at night. Well, a street that would be busy during the day, but then you go there at night and it's mostly silent. And it's like you can hear the static, you can hear the electronic sounds of devices. I don't even know what it is. We had a major power outage in Portugal and Spain last year. And the first thing I noticed was that this sound of electricity was gone. I went outside and I couldn't hear a single thing. And now when I go outside, it seems that there is always this static. I don't know how to describe it very well, but it's definitely there. It's very, very subtle. But that sound makes me feel comforted, and when it was gone, it was interesting to listen to full-on silence at night with no lights, no anything. It was strange but interesting, but also it felt like something was missing somehow. Today I guess that I was just feeling a little bit frustrated because everything that I was trying to do just was not going well, you know. I was trying to play my pieces on the piano to practice for my exams, but I was playing really bad for some reason, and at some point my dad just came in my room and was like, girl, you have to let it go, you know, let's go make dinner. This is not working. And so I was like, yeah, probably that's the best decision to make, you know. My eczema was also getting a little bit worse on my hand, and now I actually have to wear this thing, which I'm not wearing on this video, just because it's very goofy. I'm going to show you. This is the newfound solution that me and my general physician have found for my eczema, and it is working. It is feeling better, but as soon as I take the glove out, in like half an hour my hand starts to dry up again and my eczema starts opening up. And so I don't know, I guess I was just hoping for a more permanent solution, like I was going to wear this glove for a week and then it was going to go away. I don't know, just a bunch of random things that usually they happen and you don't pay any mind to them. But on a day where you already wake up feeling quite gloomy, the weather is gloomy outside, people are naturally more gloomy because it's raining and everybody is a little wet, you know, and I don't even know, maybe it's just the way that I'm feeling today. But there was something that was calling me towards comfort and just something simple today, just, you know, having a smoke by the windowsill with my plants and my candle lit and just talking with you guys was exactly what I was needing. I feel like a recurring theme with me is that I put too much pressure on myself and maybe too many expectations, ones that are kind of unrealistic, and then when I find that I do not meet them quickly or quickly enough for my liking at least, I start feeling a bit frustrated and I really need to cut it out because it doesn't take me anywhere, you know, it just makes me angry at myself, and what good is that going to do? None, you know. So I guess I've been getting better at catching myself whenever I get into these spirals of beating myself up, but I still get into them quite often, and it's something that I've been trying to change. One thing that I've been way better at doing now, and I feel like I've witnessed a lot of growth in myself over the past months actually, is being able to be more present. I have been doing this thing where in anything that I'm doing, I always tell myself out loud, I am here right now. And that is just for me to appreciate whatever is happening. So for example, today I was walking from the train station to my car, and this walk is quite pleasant if I just take a moment to appreciate it, but I feel like sometimes I don't appreciate the walk, I just take it as a means to an end. So I have to go on this walk so that I can get to my car and then get home. But there are also many things to appreciate on this walk. Like today I saw some beautiful flowers. Let me try to see if I can show you. I found my phone. Look. And I managed to look at these flowers because instead of looking at the cracks in the freaking sidewall because I am walking, I decided to look in front of me and say, I'm here now. This walk is not simply a means to an end. It is the end itself, you know. I'm going on this walk and there are things to be appreciated here. Where are them? What are they, you know? And so I started looking around and I saw these flowers and I saw people walking and I saw all of these different cars. I saw a freaking Ferrari today, which I'm not very used to seeing. Here in Portugal where I live, they are mostly not common. So I've just been training myself to just look at everything and try to appreciate each moment, even when you are just walking up the stairs trying to get to your flat. But you know, the walk up the stairs is also to be enjoyed because there are multiple different bodily sensations that you can feel, like how it feels to put one step in front of the other, how it feels in your muscles to be going up some stairs, you know. I don't know. I don't necessarily know what my point exactly is, other than everything has something to be enjoyed about it, you know. And so I've been trying to do that a lot more, and I feel like I've been getting a lot better at it. I was on my walk to my car and I was already thinking about some issues that I have to solve in the near future. And I was thinking to myself, well, I have to go do this and then I have to do that, and in order to get that solved I have to do this. But then I stopped myself and I was like, is there anything that you can do right here on this walk from the train station to the car? No. And so why not just enjoy it for what it is and then leave the issues that need to be solved in the future for the future whenever they actually do come around, you know. I've also been training myself pretty harshly on not thinking too much about things that may happen, because I'm very prone, as I said many times in this channel before, to wonder about the worst possible outcomes and wonder how I'm going to solve them. I feel like I always want to have solutions for every possible thing that could happen, and most of the time, if not all of the time, the worst case scenario has never happened. And so I've spent so much energy and I've went through so much stress and anxiety worrying about things that never came true, and most likely will never come true because they are just, you know, not likely to actually come to reality. Also, I feel like the books I've been reading have been really helping me stay present. I've been reading a lot of Camus. I'm currently reading The Plague, which is oddly similar to how COVID went down back in 2020. Just the way that Camus approaches subjects in general in all of his literature, he has a lot of it is what it is, this is what's happening, and you have to take it at face value, not wonder about what if, not wonder about the past. This is what's going on. It's quite strange, it's quite absurd, but you know, it is what it is. Take it for what it is and not for what it could be or what you thought you wanted it to be. This is it, and it can be enjoyed for what it is, you know, no matter how picturesque a situation may be. I don't know, I feel like Camus has really been helping me stay out of these spirals. I just really, really love the way he writes. I would recommend you read any Camus. My favorite one is The Fall. The book The Fall by Albert Camus just really changed something in me, you know, in a positive way. All the philosophy reading that I've done over the past years with Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, these philosophers have also really, really helped me ground myself and stay present in the moment. And if it wasn't for the literature that I read, I'm not sure I would be in a state of mind that I am now, where I'm still pretty anxious, but much, much more calm than I ever was in my life, you know? I was always the type of person that said she didn't like to read, and I didn't read for most of my life. I only started reading in the summer of 2024, when I discovered about Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, because I was trying to learn a little bit more about Stoicism, because it seemed to be a school of thinking that could help improve some aspects of my life as an anxious person. And when I discovered that there is just so much to learn from multiple different books, even fiction books, you know, books that are stories that are made up, these characters in these stories have so much to teach you, and I had no idea because I never gave it a chance. For example, The Stranger by Camus has one of my favorite quotes of all time, which I don't know how to say verbatim, but it's something along the lines of the main character was going to prison and another character asked him if he wouldn't be bored in prison, and he said something along the lines of, "How could I be bored if it takes only one afternoon outside observing to have content to think about for the rest of your life?" You know? And that just really shifted my perspective. There is so much to observe, there is so much to think about, there is so much beauty in everything if you have the eye for it, you know? It has to be trained, because I feel like, I don't want to be that guy, but societally we are kind of trained to look at the bad things. I mean, the news are all bad, catastrophic things, and of course these things are happening and they should not be disregarded, but I feel like we also should be taught how to appreciate what we already have, what there already is, instead of being fed product after product that you need because this is going to improve something in your life that you didn't even think needed to be improved, you know? What if actually you don't need anything else? Anything more than what you already have, you know? If you have the basics, you have food, you have a home, you have blankets to keep yourself warm, you have clothes, you have a family support system, one friend. That's kind of it, you know? Everything else is an extra that is unnecessary for your contentment, I believe. And so, I don't know, I feel like I'm trying to unlearn a lot of the things that I was taught growing up. Not because somebody actually told me you need this or you need that, but because all of these advertisements and all of these things that we are being told constantly, fed every day through multiple outlets, newspapers, ads on the streets, Instagram feeds, TikTok, whatever, you know? People showing their new shiny thing and their vacation and their perfect house so well decorated, and you wonder, you know, man, maybe if I had all of this I would be content too. But you don't even know how that person is feeling. You can only see what they are showing you, the objects that they are showing you. You are not there with them as they fall asleep at night. You have no idea what they think about when they are stressed, you know? So I don't know, my friends, if you can take away anything from this video, I think that should be that there is a lot to be enjoyed wherever you are, no matter how hard it is. And I know it must be hard. A lot of times it is difficult, but it is through these difficulties that you learn to appreciate the good times, you know? Anyway, at this point I am straight yapping. I don't even know about what anymore, but I hope this video brought you some comfort, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day or of your night, and I will see you all very soon, alright? Bye!